Hello everyone and welcome to our first video blog as we journey through the Gospel of John. We're really excited to begin going through the Gospel of John together and taking a look at the different things that John wants to tell us about who Jesus is. The Gospel of John, many scholars believe, was the last Gospel that was written. And so Matthew and Mark and Luke are all written before John. And so John comes in to fill in a lot of the blanks for us in who Jesus was, and he writes with a very specific purpose of telling us about who Jesus is in order that we may believe that he is the Christ, and in doing so have life in his name. I don't know about you, but I love scavenger hunts. I love participating in them, and I love creating them. It's fun coming up with clues that people have to figure out, that they have to stop and think through what the meaning is behind the words, behind the ideas and the hints in order to find where the next clue is and ultimately to reach the prize. Throughout the Gospel of John, we're going to see signs that John tells us are pointing to who Jesus actually is. And throughout the Gospel of John, there are going to be stories, there are going to be teachings, there are going to be miracles that Jesus is going to perform as a way of pointing towards what he came to do. And John believes that Jesus came in order to make all things new. That in the midst of Jesus' ministry, what's unfolding is a brand new creation right here in the midst of the old one. And so as you read through the Gospel of John, our prayer for you is that God might help you understand just who this Jesus is that he is inviting to follow him. And so we're going to be doing a couple different things. We're going to be doing video blogs. We're going to be writing. We're going to be teaching through the Gospel of John in our message series. Our adult Bible fellowships and kids and youth ministries are going to be looking at the Gospel of John so that we together, kind of as a CEC body, would be going through this Gospel. And our hope and our prayer is that as we do that, we might understand and get to know this God more, because Jesus came in order that we might know him. John tells us in the very first chapter that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the only Son. And so as you read through the Gospel of John this week, the invitation is that you would read both John chapter 1 and John chapter 2. And this week I'm looking forward to blogging about Jesus turning water into wine, which is the first sign we're told from John about who Jesus is. And then this Sunday I'll be preaching on Jesus' conversation with Nicodemus and what it means to be born again and to believe in Jesus Christ and how that brings about eternal life in him. So I hope that we'll check back later on in the week and that this begins a journey for you into the Gospel of John and ultimately a deeper relationship with Jesus Christ. Till next time.